coming right down the barrel at you today. I have a fun video. I'm talking about Park MGM versus Paris. Now, these are two of the most popular hotels in Las Vegas, and each one is kind of craft, kind of artisan, and a little boutique-y, at least for Las Vegas. They are very similar in a lot of areas, but at the end there is one clear winner. As always, I'm going to dive right into it. I'm going to start with location. Now, Park MGM's location isn't that bad. It's in the middle of the MGM ecosystem and is right across the street from T-Mobile Arena, but there is nothing compared to Paris locations. In fact, it's probably the best in Las Vegas. That is because it's right across from the iconic Bellagio fountains, which is dead center middle of the strip. Next category is rooms, and I don't particularly care for the rooms at either one of these hotels. The rooms at Park MGM are probably the most ugly in Las Vegas. They are part dorm room and part hunting cabin. Paris's aren't really much better. They are a little smaller than Park MGM's, but they have much better soundproofing. I wasn't wowed by any one of these rooms. The good news is, you come into Vegas, you're probably not going to spend much time there anyway. The rooms category is a draw. Okay, bars and lounges. You're going to have an adult beverage in Las Vegas. Which hotel is better? Paris really doesn't have much in terms of cocktails and bars. It has a lobby bar. It has a casino bar. It has a really cool place called Beer Park, but that's pretty much it. If you're looking for cocktails in the traditional sense and also in the craft sense, it is Park MGM all the way in this category. It has Juniper, which is the largest gin bar on the strip. And it also has Nomad Bar, which is one of the best places to get a cocktail in the entire city. Let's talk restaurants, and let's start with Park MGM. It really has two really notable restaurants. The first one is Bavette's. Bavette's is a legendary steakhouse in Chicago. It's been the #1 steakhouse in Chicago for years. They opened up their second location at Park MGM, and it is a wonderful taste of Chicago in the middle of Las Vegas. You also have Best Friend, which I just ate at last night. This place is pretty incredibly cool. It has a really creative menu, small bites, large bites, and everything in between. It is one of the coolest restaurants in the entire city. But when it comes down to dining and restaurants in general, Paris is one of the best hotels in the entire city in that category. It has one of the most iconic restaurants with the Eiffel Tower, Gordon Ramsay's steak, Mon Ami Gabi, which is the most popular restaurant there. That place is an institution. You have new restaurants like Martha Stewart's Bedford and also Vanderpump à Paris. Even smaller bites at places like Cafe Americano are delicious and amazing. All right, pools. 8 months out of the year, this is one of the most important categories in Las Vegas. This one is so simple. The pool at Paris is ugly, it's small, it's unattractive, it's boring, it's lame. Enough said. Park MGM, I think, actually has an underrated pool scene. I think it's even better than the pool scene over at Aria. It has multiple pools, each one with its own personality. There's tons of space, and the crowd is awesome. Next category is maybe one of the most important. It could be the reason you're coming to Vegas in the first place, and that is the casino. The casino at Paris is sufficient. It's adequate. It's really not going to blow you away, but it's not going to disappoint you either. It is a little small, at least in terms of Vegas standards, but there's definitely enough to get the job done. I definitely like the one over at Park better, though. It is better lit, it's brighter, it's more vibrant, there's more energy, and it really invokes the spirit of a European old world casino. Plus, the casino at Park MGM is smoke-free. That is a big point for a lot of people. Again, the one at Paris isn't bad, but the one at Park MGM is pretty good. The theme of the hotel is important. It sets the tone, it sets the mood, it creates the experience. The theme at Park MGM is in its name. It's supposed to embody a European park. Given that it's in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip, there is a surprising amount of greenery in that area. I do like the theme at Paris better, though. I think it's much more complete and much more novel. It is the closest thing to going to Paris without going to Paris. You have the Eiffel Tower, which you could go up and observe from. You have the Arc de Triomphe, which adds a lot to the mystique and to the character of the hotel. From the champagne slots to the cabaret-styled bars, the theme at Paris is complete, and it's pretty accurate and authentic considering it is in the middle of Las Vegas. It wins in this category. Next category is luxury. Neither one of these are really considered a luxury hotel. I'm giving this category a draw. Park MGM is more ornate, it's more opulent, it's more showy, but Paris feels more luxurious, just with the overall theme. Again, neither one of these hotels are considered luxury. That's why I'm giving this category a draw. Next one is attractions. Park MGM really isn't known for having any attractions. I think its biggest attraction is probably Italy. It's this really cool open air market. You could sample different Italian wines, meats, cheeses. There's a couple different restaurants in there. Even if you're not a foodie or a fan of the Italian cuisine, it is a really cool place to stroll through and spend a little bit of time. But when it comes to attractions, Paris definitely wins in this category. Of course, you can go up in the Eiffel Tower and look around for a little bit. And you also have the Bellagio across the street. It is really cool to walk over, observe those fountains, and you can go inside and stroll through the Garden Conservatory for free. And last category is price and value. I think the value for these hotels is similar. I'm going to narrow it down the price. They used to be a lot closer in this category, but as of today and as of recent, I think Paris is the absolute winner. More often than not, it's going to be cheaper than Park MGM. Park MGM used to be really affordable, but I think given its location next to T-Mobile Arena and its rise in popularity, has definitely driven its prices upwards over the last year. So there you go, Park MGM versus Paris, two very similar hotels. Both are great in their own way, but when I do add it up, Paris is the winner.